My name is Munira.
Okay.
And can you please introduce your name and then your current job at first?
My name is Ganesan.
Yes.
I'm an IT analyst in a company called Cargill, Cargill.
Okay. Can you right now? Can you tell me? You study in?
I studied in University of Science Malaysia in Penang.
Oh, University of Science Malaysia.
Yeah, graduated in 1993.
Can you please explain me your experience as programmer?
My experience as a programmer, I started working in after graduation in 1993. I joined a company that does what we call ERP system. I don't know if you heard about it. ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning.
Okay.
I joined as a programmer, so I learned myself the programming language. It was called RPG 400.
Oh.
Okay. So it's running on IBM machine. So that's where I started my career in computers.
Computer?
Yeah, that's my first job. Okay.
Okay. As a programmer, can you tell me your biggest project as far?
As a programmer, my biggest project, let's see. See, I've been already working for like more than 20 years now. So let me think.
So many.
Biggest project.
Maybe interesting project that you want to share with me?
Interesting project. Yeah, sure. I can try to explain. You can follow.
Okay.
We were trying to build a electronic data interchange. EDI. Have you heard of EDI?
No.
No, you should have. Anyway, EDI allows you to exchange information to two different systems or computers, if you want to put it that way. So we were trying to get in sales orders from customers. You know, customers can buy things from you, right?
Oh.
They walk to your shop and they buy things from you, right?
Yep.
So this is done through computers, all through computers. They punch in what they want. So that information is transmitted to our system. We process their orders and send back feedback, confirmation, you know, those kind of stuff. So
it's like we buy something from Zalora or Lazada. Is it?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, something like that.
So you program that thing?
In the background, we don't have web pages. We do it differently. We program the processing part. So you place the order, we receive the order. We go through some automatic checking, you know, all that.
Yeah.
So that background, I was actually overseeing the project.
Can you tell me what is your company is all about? Because it is my first time hear this company name.
My company is actually a US-based company.
US-based?
US-based, yes. Their headquarters is Minneapolis, United States. Okay, so I suggest you go online and check the website.
Yeah.
Okay, so www.
Dot
Yeah, .cargill.com.
.cargill.com.
Yeah.
Okay.
So actually, this company is is the largest privately owned company.
Uh, in Malaysia, where is it? In Malaysia.
In Malaysia, our office is in Menara Telecom, Bangsa.
Oh, in telecom, through telecom.
Menara Telecom.
Oh, Menara Telecom. Okay. Can I ask you, because I'm also a student as a programmer, do we need communication skill also to be a programmer?
Yes, you definitely need communication skills, because how else would you then clear yourself if your leader or your team leader comes and tells you, or your customer comes and tells you,
Oh.
I want something to be done.
Oh.
How do you need to ask questions. You need to ask questions to clarify
What
the
you need to
requirement.
do? Oh, okay.
Yeah, what you need to do, what they want. Is whatever they tell may not be what they really need. Sometimes they may not know or might not tell you clearly what they want. So you have to ask questions, right? And then after that, if you are a few of your friends working together, your colleagues working together, then you have to convey that message to other people, or even make a presentation to your boss. So all these require communication.
Oh, okay. Also, what the skill needed as in like me, I just learn about Visual Basic, and after degree I will learn about C++, C, and then what the preferred language in the real life.
Okay.
Okay.
There is no one preferred language. Okay. Every language has its advantages
Yeah.
and disadvantages. Okay.
What
So
is
it all depends. Sorry, you asked something?
what is the advantages and disadvantages? Because for me, all of it is if we know how to do it, then it is advantage for me. So, can you please?
Yeah. So you're still studying, so you have not seen, maybe you have not spoken to people out at the industry. Because, say, you're learning Visual Basic, right?
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
Do you know what sort of application Visual Basic is good for? What sort of application you can build using Visual Basic easily?
Just some basic, like basic game, or how to calculate, like we program calculator, something like that.
Yeah, so you are still learning, so you are giving me a very simple example. So Visual Basic can do a lot more than building calculator and building games.
Oh.
You can also build business applications. Okay. Even like that online, Zalora, you make the order and all that. Those things you can build, because what you see is just a web page. But behind the web page, there are a lot of things goes on.
Oh.
Okay? So there is a whole lot of things that you can build, right? But Visual Basic can do that, but not in a very big scale. Okay? What I mean is, if you run a very large enterprise, very large company, and you want to run your business, say you are the owner of Zalora.com, okay? It's running in Malaysia. So you build your application using Visual Basic. Let's say 5 years from now, you want Zalora becomes a multinational company.
Yeah.
Worldwide. Okay? Using Visual Basic still to support your business may not be very good, because you have offices in Malaysia, in China, in the US. to connect all these countries and different places together, Visual Basic may not be able to support the demand, the workload.
Okay.
So you need something more suitable. Okay.
Okay.
So you can still use Visual Basic to do your business worldwide, but there are other better solutions.
Oh.
Okay. So Visual Basic is a language that allows you to create applications faster because you drag and drop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you double click and you go behind the scene and put in the code. Yeah, I've done that.
Yes.
I've done that.
Yeah.
So that is the advantage of Visual Basic. It allows you to build the application faster. Okay. Now you're going to learn C++, right? So C++, you can learn like Visual C++. So Microsoft has Visual C++. Again, you drag and drop, and you double click behind the scene. You go do the coding. That's one. There's also pure C++, where you don't have a drag and drop at all. Okay, it's just all code, basic only line.
Okay.
You have a main routine. So it's even more challenging to do. And even though it's challenging, it gives you more control of what you build. Right? You talk about Visual Basic, you drag and drop a button. How is that button comes there? How the system knows there's a button there? It's all code behind the scenes. Okay. And then you have no control of that, how the button behaves.
Yep.
Right? So you build it, the application, Visual Basic, the application maybe become big size, as in your memory, storage. Maybe it takes about, 500 max, for example, to build an application, simple application. The same application, if you do in, say, C++, maybe half the size. 250 max, for example. I'm just estimating, not real numbers.
Okay.
Why is that? Why is that? Because Visual Basic will have a lot of extra code that you most times don't use, but it has to be there because you're using a tool to build it.
Yep.
Whereas C++, you code from scratch, line by line. So it takes longer, but more powerful. So it depends on what type of application you want to do, how fast you want to build it, what's the purpose, who's going to use it. Those things comes into picture. So it depends. There are many languages. So depending on what you want to do, which industry you are, there is Visual Basic, there's C++, there's Java, there's iOS language. I can't remember what. Yeah, so many. There's Ruby, there's Python, there's RPG 400, which I started my career on. And RPG 400, there's no window. When I learned programming, we don't use Windows. It's all coding. And it is very suitable to run business applications. So I can, run my business in that IBM machine using Visual Basic. So it's different.
Oh. Okay. Next question. Can I ask you next question?
Yeah.
About the salary.
Salary, okay.
As a programmer, because our lecturer cannot tell us exactly how the salary, because they are just lecturer, not like the actual programmer. So can you tell me about the salary as a programmer?
Okay, so that's kind of difficult I'm out of touch about salary for a long time now.
Oh.
If you're a fresh graduate, okay, nowadays fresh graduate, not to say programmers,
Yep.
Normally fresh non-engineers, if you're an engineer, I think you can probably get more. But if you're coming out of from a computer science degree, you go to a job, maybe 3,000, maybe 3,000 plus, depending on the company, large company, small company.
Oh, it depends on the company too.
Yeah, of course, depends on company, depends on their experience. They might ask for something that you don't have. Say you learn Visual Basic and C++ or C++. You graduate, you go out, somebody offer you a job in Java programming.
Yeah.
But you never learn Java. Okay. But you can learn. You go into the company, they say, okay, never mind, you come and join me, we will train you. But your salary may be not so high. Okay? Because you don't know the language. No experience.
Okay.
So it depends. Depends on the language. What is your experience?
Yeah.
How big the company is. It all depends. And whether you are doing a contract job or a permanent job. Permanent job, normally salary is lower than a contract job. Contract job, maybe you get for 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. So they may be able to pay you slightly higher because they don't have to pay you, what we have called EPF, EPF deduction. They don't have to cover your medical. You may not get leave,
Oh, if we are in contract, then our salary.
Depends.
What?
Yeah, salary is normally higher because you probably have to work 22 days or 27 days in a month.
Oh.
Okay, they may not give you, you may get only 1 day off in a month. Okay, they may not give you medical coverage. Depends, it all depends on the contract. So the salary will vary according to your experience.
Okay. Okay. After graduate, what is your experience after graduate? You just get the job as a programmer, or maybe you work as maybe some other.
No, I was in a way lucky, I guess. I graduated. I was jobless for 6 months. But on computer science in USN is at that time was a 4-year course, 4-year degree course. So on the 3rd year, they send you out to do industrial training for 6 months. Okay, so after graduation, I joined back. After 6 months of graduating, I called the company manager and I asked him whether there's a job or not. He said yes. So I joined.
Oh, right now, as a student, can I ask you if we're going to interview, how basically what they will ask?
Oh, okay. See, if you are going for an interview after graduation, they probably ask. See, I've done interviews before, so if I were to interview you as a fresh graduate, I probably will ask you questions that to test you how well you solve problems.
Okay? Solve
problems.
Oh, solve problems.
Problems. So I will give you a simple problem. How I will ask you how you will solve it. Okay. It need not be a programming work. It can be a simple, write on a paper, or you just describe what you do. Okay. For example, another example would be I can ask you, okay, you have done a simple calculator program, right? Right?
Yep.
So how do you test? What are the testing you will do to ensure your calculator program works? Right? Very simple question.
Oh.
What are the different tests you will do to ensure your calculator program works correctly?
Some question, something like that. Just an
Yeah,
easy.
something like that.
Or
If
then
you are fresh graduate, yeah, I cannot ask you something you are not aware, but certainly you should be able to think of how to solve problems, right?
yep.
Right?
Mm.
So if you come for an interview and try to say cheat your way, the interviewer will know you are cheating. Very easy to catch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So things like this will how to solve problems. You asked me earlier, what is my greatest challenge in programming? I will ask you the same thing. What is your greatest challenge in your studying time? What was
Study.
your during your school days or during your college days? What is the biggest challenge you face? Tell me your best project you've done in your school. Things like this, right? If you're a fresh graduate.
So you want me to answer your question?
No. I'm giving examples. You ask what questions. Right?
I thought you are asking me.
No. If you ask, these are the possible interview questions I can ask. Anybody can ask.
Okay. Finally, last question.
Okay.
What do you know about parallel programming, or what do you think about parallel programming?
I've not done parallel programming personally, but I've read about them. Parallel programming is how you try to accomplish one task, not say one task, accomplish something, okay, by splitting the task within that job you want to do into multiple concurrent tasks. You let the computer to accomplish or execute different tasks simultaneously. Okay.
Okay.
So it depends on the computer. Okay.
Okay.
It also nowadays most chips can support parallel programming, if not all. It also depends on your programming language. Like Visual Basic, I don't think Visual Basic can support parallel programming.
Yeah.
But C++, I think can. I'm not done it, I think can. So depending on the language and depending on the application that you want to build, whether it is suitable to use parallel programming.
Okay. I think that's all question I want to ask. Thank you.
Okay.